What's going on? What's going on? Happy holidays, happy new year. You see the title of the video, you already know what time it is. Tech School Part 2. Sorry the video took me so long. I'm just getting here. Started in my first home base, so
Every basic pet thing. First name's Carson. So as far as like my experience with BMT versus here, it's a whole different world. So you go from extreme bad, 18 hours out of the day, door gets kicked in, first thing in the morning, every time you get up, what to do, how to put your clothes on, shake your face, and all that good stuff. And then you get here, it's all your own responsibility. It's a different world entirely. So you keep those core values that get instilled in you, but you don't get told to apply them. You have to apply them. So like, personally for me, the gym, I'm falling kind of behind on that. So like I'm going to the gym to regularly now, opposed to like when I was a civilian before, I'm going every day. At BMT, you're going every day. But now, you kind of got to do your own thing, otherwise you're going to fall behind. So, for me, this is a world of patience. You got to keep up with your own stuff. You got to be a little more self-centered now. You got to take your own time wisely. You can't be wasting good stuff.
how was it being here or being there?
So I'm not technically married yet. I actually proposed at graduation.
Nice.
So my fiance service branch here pretty soon. I hope so I can get that extra money, but
Yes, sir.
we really didn't plan on getting married. But I know that for us it was the right decision. It's difficult though. Like I'm so used to being with her 24/7 before this. Like all of my time is spent with her. Social support system was set up between me and her. I was able to support her. She was able to support me. There was an infinite amount of time we could spend together. And then break out. And then you get thrown into here where communication is loud again. And it's like, I don't know, I feel like I appreciate it more now than I did before. Before it was just kind of there. Holy crap, she's there, I can talk to her. Like, this is great. But and I feel like she feels the same way. Because every time I call her, she's really excited. Yeah, it was an interesting experience.
Yes, yes, Just be ready for round 2 of it when she get in.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be harder for me than it is for her. Because, like, again, I now have that support system in place, and now I'm just gonna be working 12-hour shifts on the job. It's gonna be rough. Being able to talk to her. She's in training, but we'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. Well, we definitely do appreciate. We have.
First class in a row.
How's the transition from BMT to tech school been?
Hella easy. I've been here for about 4 months now, but first getting here is pretty challenging. You know, it's kind of like college all over again.
It was the how fun is it here?
Huh. Really depends on if everyone's being well behaved. But, you know, it can get fun at times. It can also get really boring.
I got
There's
you.
nothing really on this base to do besides, go to the fish.
What would you say is the worst part about tech school?
Stress. Definitely stress. I don't know, when you get here, you kind of pick up on the things, your recruiter may or may not have told you.
Yes, sir, for sure.
But there's no way out, you know. You signed a contract, so
Right.
you gotta stick it out, I guess.
I hear that. And how much longer are you here for?
Not much longer, thank God. We have Block 7 ends this Friday, then Block 8, 4 days.
Nice. Since you are a rope, can you speak on what the rope means?
Travel guide.
My man.
Just got back from it actually.
Beautiful. And the last question. What would you say to someone who was looking to fill your shoes next?
Do your research. I did not.
My name is Airman Basic Cucker, Braden Cucker. I've been here, 3.5 months, NDI, and I'd say one of the biggest surprises of transitioning from basic to tech school was like how relaxed it is here. Like from dealing with the high stress that the MTIs give you every day to just focusing on your tech school and learning your trade and being proficient in it. It's just a nice, well, especially here at Pensacola, it's a nice environment, good people. We have a lot of events going on that we can do. Sometimes we'll get some barbecues out back. Those are especially good. It's a great place. I love it here.
Perfect. And what advice would you give to someone else looking to fill your shoes?
Fill my shoes. I'd say just to not get distracted on like people back home. Like you need to focus on yourself while you're here, especially like I know that you have family back home and you want to call them and keep in contact with them, which is good, but all in all, you have to focus on your schooling right now, so to better your future, really, and that's really why we're here.
What's one of the best things and one of the worst things about being here at tech school?
I'd say I'll go with the first worst thing. You're obviously away from home, but you'll have to get used to that as you're going to be away from your family, going into the military. One of the best things would be we have an amazing climate here. Like it's always nice and sunny. We got a beach, maybe like not even half a mile from our dorm, so it's always nice out here. You have to deal with the rain once in a while, but it's not too much of a burden, I guess.
Hi, I'm Airman Basic Baird. I was in the 321st Training Squadron in boot camp, the Warthogs.
Warthogs?
Yes, sir. Now I'm at NAS Pensacola. Tech school's been nice. I mean, compared to boot camp. Transition into like 2 weeks until I thought that it finally wasn't like a trap and I wasn't getting sent back. No, but tech school's been good. It's good. I mean, you get to go out once for phase 2. You get to go out on the weekends. Wear civilian clothes. I mean, what more can you ask for?
What's been the best thing here about Pensacola Tech School so far?
I think just the fact that it's like where the location is. Like that's like on the beach. And like it's relaxing, you know, from boot camp.
I got that. And what would you say is one of the worst things here?
That's on the beach. Because I'm used to the mountains. I miss the mountains. No, honestly, I think just it's definitely a different experience than what we would have gotten just because we're on a Navy base.
Right.
So it's definitely weird having like Navy and Marines here. Especially like you talk to people that you had at boot camp and they're like they have a whole different experience with tech school. But I think it's also like more eye-opening. So just to have like different branches here and like how they act and I don't know, their ranks and all that stuff.
Basically, you're going to next.
I'm going to Moody, Georgia. It's like 4 hours from here, and I'm from New Mexico.
What advice would you give to the people who are looking to do this next after you, to follow your shoes?
Tech school is definitely not the time to get in trouble. I personally haven't been in trouble here, but it's just, obviously it's not worth it. Like, you know, you got 2, maybe max 4 months until you can basically go buck wild. Don't be an MTL's problem here. It's not worth it.
Absolutely.
Like, you waited in boot camp for so long, like you can wait a little bit longer.
Right.
Don't be an idiot. Yeah, that's it.
Hi, my name's Jackson Chesbro. I've been here for I think about maybe a month and a couple of weeks now. Hasn't been too long. The adjustment from BMT to tech school is I mean, you go from waking up at like, depending on the day, like 0500 or 0545. A couple days it was earlier, and like waking up to getting yelled at, to like going back, waking up how you would have before, like alarm on your phone or whatever. It's just a weird adjustment. It's also pretty relaxed here, so it's nice, but it takes a lot to get used to. Overall, it's been a good experience. I will say that it's tempting to try and have more fun than it is to focus on schoolwork. But I mean, you gotta find a balance. I'm struggling to do that myself right now because I just want to go out and like mess around and have fun. But school's where it goes. It's just, but it is fun. I'm enjoying it. I like it so far.
What would you say is one of the best things about this base?
Honestly, I'd have to say the fact that we have like free access to a weight room. Like you can just keep yourself in shape. The food is pretty cheap here, whether you like miss the galley, so you have to go to like Subway, Panda, or even if you're just eating a frozen meal, it's not that bad. It's all reasonably priced.
It's one of the worst things.
Being away from home, I mean, that's probably the hardest part. I just miss my family.
Alright, you know, Airman Scott here. Fly fight win.
Fly, fight, win.
Yes, sir.
All right, Scott, so the question is, how has your experience been here at tech school so far?
Here in tech school, it's kind of like in the middle. Overall, I'd say it's a good experience. I rank it like out of 10, be like 5.5 out of 10. You know, school has been alright. It's kind of like mid. It's mid. It's really mid. It feels like high school 2.0. You know, it's tedious. And that brings me to the next point. You know, with BMC, like transition from BMC to here, it's somewhat smooth. It's rough, like low key though, because like rough, like emotionally rough, because like, you know, BMC is so focused on everyone saying what to do, when to do it, how to do it, exactly what, like you're doing this, so you know. But to come here and like have that like relaxation, like it takes a while to like adjust from that. But it's overall, it's you know, it's a good experience. It's like getting you ready for operational, where you gotta like be like by yourself. So I think it's good.
What's been one of the best things about being here, and then one of the worst things about being here?
Best things about being here is that I get my phone, I get to play games, and you know, I get to talk to way more people here. I get to play basketball, I get to go to the gym, eat food, like eat a more greater variety of food, go out, you know, I get my freedoms back essentially. I think that's the greatest thing since BMC, since sliced bread. And then one of the worst things is dealing with repercussions of like the squad and as a whole. Tech school, like I said, you get a lot of freedoms, but not everyone uses it wisely. So you know, we all face repercussions from that. If push comes to shove, we almost got fixed back, but you know, we just gotta tough it out. But that was like probably like one of the worst things I was saying. Everything besides that, you know, you can handle it. You know, it wasn't so bad.
What advice would you give somebody else following your footsteps?
I would tell them, take your time. You know, move at your own pace. You know, it's good to like make friends, network, and connect. But you know, always like stay true to yourself, work on yourself, because that's really gonna like you're gonna push yourself. You know what I'm saying? To get to the next step. You made it this far. You graduated BMC. But you know, here you still gotta keep going. Even when you get operational, like I'm about to graduate in a week, you know, and I'm ready for that. At the same time, I know I got responsibilities, especially budgeting is a big one. Budgeting is a big one. If you get out of, you know, you get them checks at BMC, and you come here, you want to spend, you want to get game consoles and CDs and stuff. wait. You know what I'm saying? If you got it at home, get it shipped. Or, you know, like, think of ways, you know, cook. No, wait, hold on, wait. You can't cook. Like, buy both. You know what I'm saying? Save your money, because, you know, anything can happen. There's hurricanes, there's, you know, natural disasters. You know, you never know, like, what can go on. You know, like, we're in the military, but, you know, that doesn't exclude us from, like, certain things. So plan accordingly, have fun, study. Yeah, that's all I got.
Hello, my name is Sally Bonfanadero, Airman Basic. So my experience here in Pensacola Beach is amazing. The location of this place, beautiful. The transition from BMT to tech school, it's been great. Yeah. One of the worst things about being here is being away from my family. I think separation in general, like not having any of your friends, not having anybody, and obviously, of course, that's changed, but I don't know. I like to have that security, I guess, of having people that I know by me, and I don't have that anymore, so it's caused issues, problems. Yeah, but one of the best things about being here is meeting people, is finding places to explore, starting conversations that you wouldn't have started. I stayed where I live.
And what advice would you give somebody who's following in your footsteps?
Honestly, if you're having a doubt, don't have it. Like, it's hard, but it is what it is. Just always have a positive outlook on everything. And if you can do it, yes, you can.
Hey y'all, it's Airman Laird here. I'm from Wyoming. I came down here about 3.5 months ago from BMT. The transition between BMT and tech school is a pretty big difference as far as being able to do a lot of things. Say tech school, getting out of BMT, once you get into tech school, it feels so much better. Even though you gotta make smart decisions. Smart decisions the way to go. You're pretty much in prison for a little bit, and then you get out into the real world. And here I am in Pensacola. It's hard to make good decisions around here, but we do it anyways. Anyways, I have 2 weeks left at this place. If you ever come here, all I can say is just enjoy it, have a good time.
And what would you say is one of the best things about this place and one of the worst things about this place?
I'd say one of the best things about this place are the beaches around here, the white sandy beaches. The sand hits different here. I get to do all the fishing I want around here. One of the worst things about this place is, I don't know, probably the town itself. The town really ain't it. It's probably one of the worst places in Florida, but we still make it work, right?
Yes, sir. So what advice would you give somebody following your footsteps?
All I can say is, it's as simple as just setting it. Just know that everything happens for a reason, and if anything goes south, you learn from it, gain from it, and you do your thing. Don't be scared to face your fears, and everything will be worth it in the end. Have a good one.
My name is Airman Basic Dennis. I've been here for about, I'd say 3 months now. My experience is that Niles, Pensacola has been pretty good so far. I got a month left. I'm about to leave, so I've grown a little fond of this place, but at the same time, I'm pretty excited to leave. Every place has their pros and cons, but I feel like this place of all places is probably one of the best to help you transition from BMT to the real world, because it's so relaxed here in comparison to other bases. So, I don't know, just coming here, I thought it was more beneficial for me at least. I know a lot of other people, they don't feel the same way, but it is what it is.
So what would you say is one of the best things about this place and one of the worst things about this place?
One of the best things about this place is probably the variety of people. Because we get to stay with the Navy and the Marines, go out meeting people every day. But yeah, and plus we're in Florida, so go off base, you'll find a like a good handful of weirdos. Just avoid Waffle House after 2 a.m. That'd be for the best. The worst thing about this place, probably, personally for me, is that it's kind of far from home. I was hoping for a tech school kind of closer so I could, have an easier time visiting family, but hasn't been too rough on me since I can call them every now and then.
What advice would you give to somebody who's following in your footsteps?
Go out. Do things that you want to do. Do not stay inside the dorms and get locked up in your room. That's probably the worst thing you can do, especially in tech school. End up losing your mind out here, bro. Like, it gets, especially if you're an ASM, you don't want to stay in your room for 4 months. That is not the move.
Not at all.
It will for sure take a hit on your mental. So go out, fucking work out, go to the gym. It's just a walk away, bro. Take care of your health. That too.
So my name is Aaron Basic Castle. Time here it's been pretty good. People were amazing. Things to do around here is pretty cool. Expensive, but I mean it's fun. Going to the beaches, riding around with friends, hanging out with everyone, making friends. It's a great environment. Navy, they have their moments. All the other branches have their moments. Sometimes they mean, sometimes they chill. It's just you gotta find the right people. Hooping with my boy Sweet on Saturdays.
Come on now.
Great memories, and that's what it's all about. Coming here, making memories and stuff, and it's just great. It's a great place to come to. Transition from like BMT, it was like a slap in the face. I was definitely not prepared for it. It was like it went from having everyone down your throat all the time to just like it was really laid back. So the MTLs they're nice and they're here to help you. And then if you have a sat pusher or something, normally you do, they're nice and they help you out as much as they can. And but yeah, coming here and then meeting all these new people, it's just honestly just all around better environment to be around people, and it's a great thing.
What would you say one of the best things is about coming here for tech school?
Oh, 100% the people. So I had the blessing and the curse to be on S shift and T shift. So it sucks to get washed back, but I mean, I got to see a lot more people than a lot of other people would. T shift, personalities is like all over the place, and it's crazy. And we get along a lot better. Great people though, all around great people. S shift is more separated. People's got drama, but it's still great. Better. It's like we talk about. T shift has got the worst hours, but the better people, and then S shift's got the better hours, but like the less, let's say, commutative.
And what would you say one of the worst things about being here for tech school is?
The expenses. So trying to get out and go places is, if you don't have a ride and you can't get the ride with somebody, that is mad difficult. Getting a taxi is like going somewhere is so expensive. But I mean, at the same time, it's worth it. You get to go explore places, and it's like just like a whole new world. Because I came from North Kentucky, and it's just like that's just a whole different thing.
What advice would you give somebody else following your footsteps?
Follow the rules. They are so simple. Do not break the rules. Because I had a few people, they were just anxious to be phase 2 and done some stupid things, and then they got pushed back. So you follow the rules, and you get through everything, get phase 2 and phase 3, all that, and you get to have as much fun as you want. And so just follow the rules, and then definitely don't get washed back. I don't suggest it. It's not fun. So you get to sit on CQ for a week. Very boring. But yeah, just study and just follow the rules.
Alright, so I would say, well, let me start off. My name is Jermaine Dancy, ranked E3, A1C. I would say my time here has been pretty good. Ain't that bad. I got here, I was like, dang, I'm really in tech school. I didn't think I was gonna make it out of BMT. The EOC, I wasn't that bad, as we all know, coming out here. Other than that, BMT, the shift from BMT to here, big change, big change. They're not over your back like that. They're not at your door pounding on it, talking about wake up, wake up, wake up, or let's get it, or let's go, or yelling at you all in your face. They ain't doing that. They putting the ball in your hands, and they just want to see what you're gonna do with it. They do expect you to have, you know, common courtesies, respect them, you know, follow the rules, and just do what you're supposed to do. At the same time, you should already know what you have to do, you know, like as far as like making sure your room is clean, not being a slob, not, you know, going off the hinges or going wild or just bringing like liquor into the dorms and stuff like that, or tobacco products. You know, they give you the rules when you get here. Just don't be an idiot. You know, just make sure you do what you have to do and get out of here as fast as possible. There's gonna be people here that like try to persuade you to do the wrong thing. Just try to avoid those people if you can. I know it's kind of hard, you know. I mean, it's hard for, we're all human, you know. We all make mistakes, but just try to avoid the bad apples as much as possible. You know, for a second, it's gonna feel like we all crabs in a bucket, and that one person gonna try to pull you down, if not a group of people. Just try to stay in your lane, you know. Like me personally, every weekend I go play basketball. Every other day, I stay in my room or I'll go work out, or I just, you know, study. Like, just try to find what you like to do. I watch anime, that's me. I like my hobbies. I play basketball, I hang out with friends, but I don't find myself blending in with the wrong crowd. I try to find a group of people with like minds just like me, and I try to make sure that we all have a goal in mind, you know? Don't try to do the wrong thing, or don't try to fit in with a group of people that you know are gonna get you in trouble. Because what's gonna happen is, you're gonna get an LOC, or you're gonna get an LOR, or you're gonna find yourself getting ELS, and you don't want that. Like, this is like pre-operational, pretty much. What you do here is gonna set the standards for what you do on operational. You mess up here, then 9 times out of 10 you're gonna mess up operational. And if they see you got a track record of messing up here, then why would they even trust you to be great in operational? You get what I'm saying? So just try to just stay out the way as much as possible. As far as like class and stuff, class finna be fire. Like, some days it's gonna be boring, you know, it's gonna have its days. But other than that, it's gonna be real cool. You're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna find people that know what they're doing. You're gonna find people that don't know what they're doing. If you're one of those people like me, for the most part, that know what they're doing, but at the same time is like really lost, then try to find somebody who knows what they're doing. Ask questions. If they don't know what they're doing, then ask an instructor, because the instructors are there to help you. They ain't gonna help you, I'm telling you. I have so many instructors that tell me exactly what they need me to do, and then I'd be like, oh, I still don't understand it. And they'll show me what I have to do, and then watch me do it on my own, and then jump in and be like, hey, you should do this, hey, you should try this, and then it clicks instantly. Like, they are great instructors, like really great instructors. So don't be scared to ask them questions, because they gonna help you. As far as like other people, I'd have had a couple airmen that, like, you know, I really don't bond with or really don't like, but at the same time, it's gonna be people like that. I had some great advice told to me one time. You're not gonna like everybody, but everybody's gonna teach you something, whether you like them or not. So try to learn from that person, even if you don't like them, even if they say the wrong things or say it in the wrong way. Try to learn from that person and avoid them as much as possible. But listen, you know what I'm saying, hear them out, because they might tell you some real stuff, and you just might be like, oh, because I don't like this person, I'm finna disregard that. The whole time they was right, you know? So just take everything in mind, take everything in consent, and take everything with a grain of salt, you know? Other than that, I would probably say some things I'm gonna take with me, like leaving here. Don't try to be perfect. Just try to do things to the best of your abilities, because nothing you do is gonna ever be perfect. We're not perfectionists. We just do things to the best of our abilities. Like me, I'm a maintainer. I know for a fact that my job's gonna consist of me trying to repair or either make stuff that, you know what I'm saying, puts pilots in a position to do their jobs right. And I know if I mess up, that can end up, you know, leading to death, injury, or just a mission failure. So I have to make sure that I do things to the best of my abilities so they can finish their mission. So what I want to leave y'all with is, what can you do today to help you do better tomorrow?